Well, Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check. Kill. Slip. Three.
From the gun, Mariota. Got his target, Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
Got the screen. Pass.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go. Set. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Tackle made by K1 Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready, set, 1-7. Check, Mike, 54. I can't believe they let you play.
To throw on second down, Perkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I got him. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Oh, try. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Throwing again. Perkins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Perkins. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. This is Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tackle made by Ole Miss's Marquise Haynes. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Echo. 59's mark. Check. 59.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Watch the twist.
2nd and 5. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. K'Wan Short make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. Gay's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they try the right side here. Panther football to start quarter number 2. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check 24. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
22, Mike 22. Watch the out, watch the out. Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Go. Check it back, check it back. 3. Check 99, check 99.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
First down.
Shift, watch the shift. 3. Two, fellas, let's go. Like 22.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Complete. Richardson has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. One. We got motion. Back up.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
Mariota on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. is Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Off the play fake. Perkins. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Operating from the gun. Perkins. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The give to Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Back to throw. Perkins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Like 22, he's coming. 21. One. Check. One. Kill. Watch twist. Jim. 3. Max 22.
Mariota now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Throwing to start the drive. Perkins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Right there, 54.
2nd and 1. Steps away to his left, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Perkins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59.
Off play action. Perkins. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, after the success they had on the 2nd play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Perkins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Breon Body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Perkins. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. For the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up. 3. 10. Under 10. 10.
Here's Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Jones. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Ready,
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Coming, baby. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down, Perkins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K1 short in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Switch up. One. 58, come on. 58, come on. Hey, I'm coming. 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Here we go.
Now Mariota. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. First down, Mariota. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
22 by 22. 3. 6 guys. Check.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
This will be caught at about the 5. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Perkins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Perkins buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Jones. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Off the play fake. Perkins steps away. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Perkins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check, 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 check.
On play action, Mariota. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. Touchdown, Carolina. Paul Richardson. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught by Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks. And
he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Perkins. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us. 2 seconds. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, Perkins. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the screen. 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 Hey, look, 3.
Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we have free football. Overtime, here we go. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Let's go!
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Don't get nervous.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Ready, go. We're ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
65. Watch twist. Watch it.
Looking to throw. Perkins. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Watch the pass.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
In your face.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 29.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Perkins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check.
They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Operating from the gun, Perkins. Complete to Jones. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And Gay knocks this one through, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Buccaneers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.